Beautiful reborn babies here with my little guy again. I did not, little big guy, I did not video taking him apart. I was very pleased with the material that was inside. He's weighted with, I assume fine glass beads. I didn't take him that far apart. He has jointed body, so his arms are move very easily, as well as his legs, because they are jointed. So I didn't want to get into that, but with what I saw, with the material that he was stuffed with, was poly pellets in a nylon stocking and polyfill in the head as well as the body. So I'm going to say that this was a good artist who used good material. He does have a neck ring and his neck is capped off. So I say for what I paid for this little guy, he's made with very good quality materials. So that makes me excited to know that he wasn't just thrown together cheaply, even though he could have been for the price. I really am pleased. And what little flaws that are flaws in my eyes is nothing in comparison to him being made of good quality material. So, with that being said, I think I have finally, 3 years from the time I found out about Reborns, have found my forever baby. And that is an awesome, wonderful feeling to know that you have your forever baby. Look at that precious face. I just love this little guy. I did want to say that I added more poly pellets to his existing material, only because I felt like he was a little bit lighter than I would like. I don't really like him quite 5 pounds. I do have carpal tunnel in my wrist, and it does get hard to hold them when the more weight that they have. And but I do like them to be a decent amount of weight. Again, I didn't check the listing back to see, but it was somewhere 3 pounds, some odd ounces, and I can't remember the ounces. So he now weighs down to his cloth body. I'm sorry, I had brain fart there. Down to his cloth body, no diaper, no clothing. He's now 4 pounds, 4.4 ounces. And no, I did not plan that. And it just happened that he landed exactly, no matter which way I put him on the scale, 4 pounds, 4.4 ounces. So, I think that's a good weight for this guy. Look at those cheeks. I just love this fella. And a nice strong magnet. There is a very strong magnet. Sometimes you'll get Reborns and it's hard to keep the magnets on their mouth and they knock off easily. But this is plenty big enough and strong enough of a magnet that it adheres very well, and you're not just going to easily knock it off. In fact, it just spins. And again, as I mentioned before, he has very lightly painted lips for that more natural look. I like that about him, but I don't want to lose the paint that's there, so I will more than likely get some felt at some point and put it over this magnet to protect his lips a little bit more. But there he is. I just need a name for this guy. Yes. I have spent the whole afternoon with him, and I am lighting is very bright. I'm very pleased to say that I'm very happy with him. I will give a good review. I bought him on eBay. He came from Verona or Verona. I think it was Verona, pronounced Verona, Kentucky. So he's come from Kentucky, and I'm going to give her a positive feedback. As I said, guys, I can't talk today. He shipped very quickly. She was patient. Normally you have to pay within 2 days. She extended that till Friday morning for me, so like 2.5-ish days after we settled on a price. She did work with me. I'm saying she. I'm not sure if it's a guy or a girl. The artist did work with me. Let's say that. The artist worked with me on the price. Not that I was trying to not give the artist the money that he or she deserved for the work that she had done, but they had to make offer. And of course, anytime that you can save money when you can, especially on wants and not needs, is always a good thing. So the artist did do that work with me, gave me a little bit off from the doll and original price, so I really appreciate that. And then I also had a $5 Fun 5 to spend between the time I got from the time I got the coupon until March 4th, I was able to use the $5. So technically, I saved an additional $10 between the discounted price and the Fun 5 coupon. I paid a little more for the shipping than probably it actually cost to send. I'm not 100% sure. I did not double check that. I really wasn't concerned because I got such an awesome deal on this little guy. The only reason why I was hesitant also to pay the artist the full asking price is because there weren't very clear pictures, and I was somewhat hesitant to purchase because of that. I couldn't really tell. It did not say in the listing that he had jointed limbs on the cloth body, which generally is a plus and helps, I would assume, to help the doll to last longer, because if you're going to be moving the doll and it moves with it and you don't have to put wear and tear on the material. Did not say what it was filled with. So I really didn't know what I was getting. It was kind of like I had to make the decision, and in the moment I didn't think to ask for what he or she was shipped with. So thankfully I didn't get hoodooed and get a doll stuffed with sand and material, rags, rocks. I mean, you hear all kinds of horror stories. But I did take the time to review previous transactions and purchases and feedback on this on this artist, to be certain that I felt confident enough to be able to offer, and they counter offered, and then we settled on a price. And taking him apart, I now feel very confident that I have a quality doll, minus, I don't want to say that, I don't want to knock the artist and say that it's a horrible paint job, because it's really all about preference when it comes to, I mean, it's like any art. Everybody has a preference. And it was my fault that I did not pay attention to the fact that he has reddish brown eyebrows and dark brown hair and eyelashes, which seems a little off to me, but then again, I don't know. But that's minor. I'm not, again, as I mentioned before, thrilled about the painted hair. And I want to say painted. It looks drawn, but I want to say painted because the listing did say painted. And this person had great feedback and seemed to be honest with everything else. So I have to believe that the hair is painted. And again, that's preference. It's minor. He can wear caps. Now, if he was going to be a she, the hair would be much more important to me, because I couldn't, I mean, you can throw a cap on a girl, but I just think that little boys tend to look better with caps and girls with headbands. So then the hair would be more visible with headbands. So hence the reason, one of the reasons I'm going to keep him a he. He just has that little face to me that tells me he's a little boy. Those cheeks, guys, I can't get over how adorable his cheeks are. They're just so precious. Look at those cheeks. I mean, come on. They're beautiful. Aren't they, little guy? Yes. He needs a name. He definitely needs a name. So, and, you know, I did not realize in this 3 years that I've found out and been studying and looking for my forever baby, and with multiple failed attempts, that how much limbs affect how you like the dog. I don't know if any of y'all have ever come across that, but I absolutely love his legs. I love them. I love the shape of his legs. I love the weight. Weighted very nicely. Sometimes they will stop with the weight up to like mid-thigh, and then he has weighting all the way up, and I love it. I love it. I love the realistic-y feel of the limbs. I love the open hands on both sides. Open hands on both sides. Love this little finger sticking up. You don't normally see sculpts, as I mentioned before, that have two open hands. Generally, there's a partially opened and a closed fist, or a completely open hand and a closed fist, but you rarely see two open hands. And that is one thing that I've noted that I tend to like, are open hand babies. I thought for a time, sorry guys, give you him this cute little face to look at. I thought for a time in my collecting that I preferred open-eyed babies. And so I kept trying to purchase open-eyed babies. And then I found that I just wasn't satisfied with open-eyed babies. Sometimes they'll have that almost eerie deer in the headlight look, where they're just staring, and it's almost creepy like, because they're still and staring, and I think y'all know what I'm trying to get at. He, to me, just seems perfect with closed eyes. His sculpt is perfect with closed eyes. Saw some lint there. He just is that fairly new baby look, closed eyes. I love his cheeks, like I said before, and the wrinkles on his forehead. I don't know. I love his little nose. It's not open and felted or anything like that, but that's okay with me. I'd almost rather it not be. It could have been painted sort of a more deeper redder, not red, but natural, darker nostril look to the painting, but I mean, that's minor too. I love the chin with the little roll. The face sold me. Then secondly, the open hands. And thirdly, the shape of his legs. Like, I just love the little bend. I love this one sort of stretched out but bent. I love him. I think I have actually found my forever baby. So here he is. Guys, I need a name for this guy. Comment down below any names that you might have, and I'll check him out. And I'll keep you updated and let you know what I decide. I'll know the name. I just don't know it right now. So till next time, guys, take care.